Hi everyone. We've been running a contest and the contest has come to an end. We didn't have an exact winner. There were actually 817 treats in the bowl. We did have someone who guessed 834, Wendy Clark. Wendy, if you're watching this, if you could please contact us through YouTube so that we can have an address and we can send the Nina Otison's dog brick. I hope you enjoy it. Just write some comments about how your dog likes the dog brick. I also want to tell you my shoulder is finally going to have surgery next week. I will be back to videoing as soon as I can. Today, the episode is about Nikki learning to lay on her mat while I go to the door and knock on the door and talk to someone at the door. Hopefully you enjoy this episode. Think some good thoughts for me. In the first episode about the mat exercise, we taught Nikki to put one foot, both feet, sit on it, lie on it. It was a great place to be. After we clicked and fed for her being on the mat a number of times, we tossed a treat off. We wanted her to believe that she could leave the mat and come back. Nikki, take it. So she comes back, go to your mat, and I add the word when I'm sure that she understands what that means. The next step is to be able to walk around, walk out of the room, and ultimately be able to ring the doorbell. So that when your dog hears the doorbell, or if you don't have a doorbell, a knock on the door, they're going to think one thing: run to their mat and not jump on visitors. I'm going to walk near the door, turn around, and I'm going to come back. However far away your mat is from the door, make it close enough that you can reach the door within 10 or 12 steps. And you're going to go over, look out the door, maybe just lightly tap the doorknob, anything so that your dog is successful. Now we're ready for the part of going to the door and ringing the doorbell. Now, I actually don't have a doorbell, so I'm going to knock very loud on my door. I'm going to reward Nikki for being on the mat. Go to the door, which is locked. Turn the key. Nikki's still there, so I'm going to reward her. There we go. Going to go to the door again, open the door, and click and feed her again. We're looking for her to remain on the mat while we go to the door, open the door, say hello. Open the door. I'm going to click because she's still there. Go to the door, tap on it. She's still there. We want Nikki to think that being on the mat is so much better than racing to the door. Hi, come on in. And now Nikki stayed on the mat while my guest actually came in the door. Let's knock on the door. And Nikki's still there. So if I had a doorbell, we'd ring the doorbell too. Nikki can learn to stay on the mat because she wants to be on the mat, because it's good for her. She likes being on the mat. She likes being rewarded. When your guests come in, hi, how you doing? They can come in. They can sit down. You see Nikki stayed right there and is not jumping on my guests, so we could use it that way too. Our dog could learn to be on the mat while our guests come in and sit down if they don't want someone to be too close to them. So there's many uses for the mat. Even if I call her up on the bench. Nikki, on the bench? Good girl. Good job. Good girl. Well, she's going to go right back to her mat because it's a good place to be. Remember, 3 things. She has to learn to be on the mat while you walk around the room. She has to learn to go to her mat when you tell her to. And she has to learn to be on the mat while someone is at your door. Now, in the next episode, Nikki and Phoebe are both going to lie on their mats while I ride on my exercise bike. So there's another use for the mat exercise. This is just a bath mat. Make sure they have a firm surface. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and ring the little bell so you don't miss any of the episodes. Bye. Thank you.